What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Ninja Nick here with Tactical Gaming, bringing you guys another video. Now, remember when I did that video about the whole cocaine found in the White House? Well, we now have Kareem Jean-Pierre reporting, or at least, word salading the shit out of all of these reporters. Now, I watched this yesterday while I was at work, so I was like, "Oh, let's save this because I'm gonna definitely do a video on this because once again, anytime she's on the podium, she has to refer to other people or refer to this or refer to that, and can never actually give an answer because, well, hey, she works for Biden, so I mean, it makes sense." Now, seeing I watched this, I found this somewhat entertaining. Now, it's like a little over 11 minutes, almost 12 minutes, so I'm going to try. Oh, geez, that is bright. So, let's get into this.
Part of the intrigue over the holiday. Can you give any more details on where the Secret Service found cocaine in West Wing and how it happened?
So, as you know, this is under the purview of the Secret Service. They are currently investigating what happened over the weekend, so I would have to refer you to the Secret Service on all of this. But one thing that I can share, that I'll share a little bit more information. As you know, the president and the first lady and their family were not here this weekend, as you all reported on this, and as you also know that they left on Friday and returned just yesterday.
None of that matters.
Where this was discovered is a heavily traveled area where many White House, West Wing, I should be even more specific, West Wing visitors come through this particular area. I just don't have anything to share. It is under investigation by the Secret Service. This is in their purview, and so we're going to allow certainly the investigation to continue, and we have confidence.
I'm gonna turn my fan on real quick.
To the bottom of this. Go ahead.
The president said, "Hey, let's get to the bottom of what happened here."
Well, I just said that we have confidence that the Secret Service is going to get to the bottom of this. As you all know, the president follows all the reporting here, and he certainly was briefed by his staff on everything that we know so far. But the Secret Service is investigating what happened over the weekend, and we have confidence that they will get to the bottom of this.
Thanks, Green. Just two quick follow-ups.
I'm pretty sure they'll get to the bottom of it, and nothing will happen because they'll find out it was Hunter
Is
Biden.
the White House conducting its own internal investigation?
This is something that's under the purview of the Secret Service. They're the ones who handle this investigation, so it lives in their purview, in their world.
In their world. In their world.
Can you explain to the American people who would have access to the West Wing on this type of tour and what kind of protocols are in place?
So look, when it comes to security protocol, that's something that the Secret Service certainly is going to handle, and so that is a question for them. When it comes to visitors to the West Wing,
Yes, Kat, I know. Every single time I do a video in the morning, you're just like, "Hey, Dad, pet me, pay attention to me."
That occur here on campus. They happen in this particular past couple of days. They happened on Friday, they happened on Saturday and Sunday. The times that they do not happen is when there's a federal holiday, like yesterday. There was not a West Wing tour, and also when there's a large White House event. So I don't have anything more to share on.
Now, kind of seemed like she was going to say white substance for a second there, and then she's like, White House.
On the particulars, again, when it comes to security, when it comes to anything of those types of protocols, that is something that Secret Service handles. Okay,
Wouldn't you think she would actually have things to say instead of like, "Oh, I'll refer to the Secret Service"?
Sure. I was waiting. I was like, okay, that went over the head or got missed.
Not my turn.
One president at a time. Incoming president, maybe.
We just. I wonder if the cocaine episode has prompted the White House to ask the Secret Service to review its security protocol for visitors coming in.
So let them do their investigation. Again, this is under their purview. Let's see exactly what occurred and what happened. They're going to get to the bottom of this.
We know what occurred and what happened. Hunter Biden brought cocaine into the White House.
Let's let the Secret Service do their job, which we believe and have all the confidence that they will get to the bottom of this.
Episode kind of.
I bet wherever he is, he's like, "Shit, I forgot my cocaine."
Substances into the White House. So what's preventing a visitor from bringing in anthrax or something that's not magnetic? into the
Great
White House?
No,
question.
I totally understand the question, but it is under investigation. We're going to get to the bottom and to exactly what happened. The Secret Service will, not us. And so we're going to let the Secret Service do their job. We're just not going to get ahead of if or whens or changes. We just have to let the Secret Service do their job, which they are.
You know, seeing that it's one of the most well-protected and well-guarded buildings in the country, I'm pretty sure they do pat-downs. I've never been to the White House, and in all honesty, with how everything's going, honestly, I would never want to anyways, because that, like, the District of Columbia, where the White House is, fuck that. I never want to go there because it is the most corrupt and most violent, like, I want to say state, but it's not a state. One of the most corrupt and violent cities / areas in the United States. Period. Which is ironically funny considering that's where all the senators, governors, and president go. Well, president lives there. But it's like, come on. Come on now, Karine. Could you literally just answer it? But oh wait, she can't and won't because she works for the president, and the president will protect his son no matter what. Guaranteed, if fucking Hunter Biden murdered somebody, he would protect his son. He would do it.
You're wrong. Yeah.
Thanks, Reed. Can you just tell us how the White House is assisting the Secret Service with this investigation? Have you made any White House officials available for interviews with law enforcement, for example?
Well, look, we're not assisting in anything. This is under the Secret Service purview. This is their...
Yeah, you're right. You're not assisting in anything.
Guidance and guidelines.
President Biden probably told him, hey,
and so we're going to let them do their
let
job.
this take a while,
We are
and
not-
or whatever evidence you find on my
Secret
son,
Service,
fuck it.
Handles
He didn't do
their
it.
protocol, and they are going to investigate and get to the bottom of what happened this weekend, and we appreciate that.
And you noted that this is an area where visitors on tour groups often pass by. So is that the working theory right now, that it was like
You can guarantee.
a visitor? And are you confident that this was not a White House staff?
You can guarantee they're either going to blame a random ass motherfucker who came into the White House, some random, average Joe citizen who came to visit the White House, or they're going to blame a staffer, someone who came in and all that other kind of stuff, which is ridiculous because in one of the videos that you see Hunter Biden, and this is during that, I don't want to say inauguration party. It wasn't the inauguration party. It was the most recent party they had at the White House, and Hunter Biden was invited, right? This dude is seen acting weird, and how I mean weird is, spend a little bit of time around a retail location in, like, any major city, period, right? And you will literally see people motherfuckers going, weird shit. Things with their mouth. They can't sit still, sweating profusely, which he was sweating profusely, and on occasions he was doing things with his mouth, which is indicative of drug use, mainly cocaine use, particularly, especially when it comes down to the sweating profusely. So, yep.
There is investigation. They're going to get to the bottom of this. What I wanted to be very clear is that this is a heavily traveled, to be more accurate, area of the campus of the White House, and it is where visitors front to the West Wing.
See, it's
come
constantly
through.
visitors.
Where they come through when it comes to coming through the West Wing. I just don't have anything else. I'm not going to speculate on who it was. But just
You
wanted to
know
make
who
that
it
very
was.
clear and give you all a little bit
Well,
more
you can't say
information.
because
I
it's your
believe
boss's
Secret
son.
Service is also sharing this as well.
And then just one, again, on the discovery of cocaine. Are there concerns that an illicit substance was brought into the White House and not detected by security? Obviously, every guest that enters the White House goes through airport-like security. I'm wondering if just generally if there's concerns about the ability for someone to...
So let's let the Secret Service do their investigation. Again, this is under their purview.
So let's let the Secret Service do their investigation.
Of what happened.
So I know how investigations
I just
work.
don't want to get ahead of that. Clearly, the Secret
So-
Service is in charge of security on campus, and so I would really refer you to.
So, when you're doing an active investigation, right, because I used to work AP, when you're doing an active investigation, you don't want to give out any kind of information, period. In general, the reason for that is just in case if someone who is, like, under suspicion has a friend ask questions. right? That's usually the case. Now, in this one, it's kind of almost clear cut because I'm pretty sure every single average Joe who works there or who goes there is searched really well. But you can guarantee Joe Biden's son just walk into the White House, no pat downs are done. You can guarantee that. And if I'm wrong, I would love to see a video on it. I would love to see Joe Biden's son every single time he comes to visit, or Hunter Biden, right? Yeah, Joe Biden's son. Yeah, I would love to see Hunter Biden get pat down every single time. I would love to see that video if that's the case. But I can guarantee he does not, because he's the president's son. Much like I'm pretty sure they don't pat down the president's wife or his other kids or grandkids or anything like that, right? So I'm pretty sure it was Hunter Biden. Matter of fact, actually, a lot of other people like Benny Johnson, Salty Cracker, and a whole lot of other people. The memes on fucking Twitter were great.
On this, please. Go ahead, Joey.
Yeah, thank you. If the Secret Service determines who brought the cocaine into the White House, does the White House support the prosecution of this individual?
I'm just not going to get into hypotheticals from here. Let the Secret Service do their job.
That's an easy question to answer. It really is. I see and hear you, Mr. Poop. But now, see, the easy question or answer to that question is yes, because it's an illegal substance. Yes, I know, you're a big fat baby. But it should be a yes because it's an illegal substance and it shouldn't be allowed in the White House.
It's under their purview. We are confident that they'll get to the bottom of it. I'm just not going to get ahead of this right this time. Okay.
So Secret Service officials are actually cautioning that they might not find the person involved because it is such a busy
Oh.
so that they don't get to
I wonder
the
why
bottom
they're
of it.
cautioning
Saying,
that.
Would the president be satisfied with, sir, this is a busy room and we found some cocaine, we don't know who brought it?
So let's see what the Secret Service says, right? Again, this is under investigation. Don't want to get into hypotheticals while the investigation is going on and is happening at this time. Just not going to get ahead of it. Let Secret Service do their job.
And if I work anywhere on the complex, what is the process like for me if I want to bring, can you just lay out to the extent that you can the process for, if I want to bring in family or friends as somebody who works here, do I go to somebody in the White House? Do I go immediately to the Secret Service and say, hey, I want to do this? Like, how does that work?
So there's a specific process. I'm happy to share that with you. I want to make sure I get it right, so not certainly going to lay that out right at this time. But there is a.
Shouldn't she know what the process is? She works there.
Everybody does go through a process to come on campus. They do get vetted. They
Campus?
A
Not
security
school.
process. As it relates to the security piece of it, I would have to refer you to Secret Service, but certainly someone from my team can certainly lay out. I think some of you may understand this process, as some of you may not have hard pass and you know how this all works, but just not. I just want to make sure I get this right, so I'm happy to share that with you after the briefing. Ken Steve.
Just to clarify for us, where exactly inside the West Wing when the substance was discovered?
I'm not going to get into specifics. What I can say is when people visit the West Wing, there is.
So that's another question she
area
could have
of the West
answered.
Wing where,
She could have
it's
answered that.
Highly traveled, and that is what happens. People come through this particular area. It's highly traveled. I'm just not going to get into specifics. I'm not going to get into. Not going to get ahead of the Secret Service, and so I'll let them speak to that.
There are a couple of primary entrances into the West Wing. There's the one with which we're all familiar, right outside the driveway where the Marine stands when the president's in the West Wing, and there's another entrance off West Executive Avenue. Can you explain which entrance we're talking
I'm
about?
going to let the Secret Service speak to that.
Can you explain why you can't explain it? I mean, you just
Yeah, can you explain why you can't explain it, please? Please.
That's what I'm just saying what the Secret Service said. We got this from the Secret Service, so I'm sharing a little bit more with you.
Oh my God.
From here, but again, it's under their purview. It's under investigation.
That is something that she can easily answer. She can say which possible section of the West Wing was found in and what possible entrance. So she is literally trying to hide any and all information because she knows, her boss knows, and so does the Secret Service. Okay, so if anyone remembers, I can't remember who the president was. I want to say Jimmy Carter, but I'm probably wrong on this. Or was it JFK? I don't know. One of the presidents, right, was sneaking in Marilyn Monroe through a secret tunnel And Secret Service helped him with that. So, come on now. Come on now. You're going to sit there and act as if the Secret Service, whose job is to protect the president no matter what, they are handpicked, they are chosen by the president to protect the president, right? So these people are going to do their job. Meaning, if they find out that it's Joe Biden's son, they're going to bury it. If they find out that it's someone else, which guaranteed they already have a good idea of who it was, because they have fucking cameras in the White House. There's cameras in the White House. So don't sit there and act like they don't fucking know. They know. There's cameras in almost every single room in the White House, minus maybe inside the Oval Office and maybe inside the bedrooms of the White House, like the sleeping rooms, like, where the president and his kids and family and whatnot sleep, right? But you can guarantee that red backpack that Hunter Biden had on him when he was seen with his father, and I think his mother was there, but you can guarantee that he had drugs in there. Come on.
They will have more specifics down the road as they are looking into this. We are confident that they will get to the bottom of this, and so I'm just going to leave it to them.
The substance was discovered late on Sunday. What's the latest staff-led tours that happened in the West Wing on Sunday?
I don't have the specific on how late the staff-led tours go, but I can tell you that there was one on Friday, there was one on Saturday, there was one on Sunday. The times that there are not any West Wing tours is when there is a federal holiday, like yesterday, or a large White House event. Just don't have the specifics.
Like the party they had.
The Service get to the bottom of this. They'll have hopefully more information, and we have confidence that they will be able to figure this all out. So
we have confidence
to do that.
So did you catch that? What she said? We have confident. Not we have confidence. Confident. Now I'm not a grammar police kind of style person, but when someone is constantly lying, they literally mix up their words. They fucked up their words big time. And that's what she's doing right now. So, Black Conservative Perspective did a video on it about how, this lady who just constantly word salads the shit out of herself, she needs to be removed. She really does. But, of course, because she's doing her job for Joe Biden, you can guarantee she's not going to get removed. In my opinion, she should be fired. But, hey, the White House that we have currently right now is one of corruption and, privilege. And you can go and oh, well, she's black. Yeah. She's a diversity hire. They literally chose her because she's black. That's why. That is exactly why. Joe Biden wanted to look good to a certain demographic of people because he had a ginger lady, who was evil and soulless. And now they have her.
You've now been referring multiple times to this investigation and to the White House's confidence that they will get to the bottom of it. I'm wondering if you could be a bit clearer about what exactly the scope and mission of the investigation is and what exactly getting to the bottom of it means. Is this simply a fact?
Getting bottom of hiding the shit out of it.
Potential security protocols were either insufficient or violated in this case.
Holy crap, look at that. It got fucking bright.
Prosecution of an individual
there it goes.
A banned substance into the West Wing, and would there then be consequences either for that individual or if they were a guest of a White House staff or that staff?
So look, the second part of your question is speculation, and I'm just not going to get into speculation from here. What I can say is that, again, Secret Service is looking into this. They're looking to what happened over the weekend. I'm just not going to jump into speculation as to what
okay, well, put it this way, it is
and what we will do
Thursday the 6th. They were aware of it Sunday, the 1st or 2nd. Yeah, 2nd.
Tyler's question. One thing that you're not expressing is concern over the fact that this was found on the property. And
yeah, that's kind of weird, right? They have no concern that they found cocaine in the White House, which goes they should have been like, fuck, damage control now because Hunter brought his fucking cocaine and dropped it somewhere. Fuck. That's what it was, and you can guarantee that's what they're doing now, which is why they're taking their time to make sure they do a good investigation. When, put it this way, back when I worked AP, I was able to find people dropping shit out of their pockets or, you know, anything else using our shitty ass cameras, right? It would take me 8 hours, maybe like a day. Sunday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's Thursday now. So 3 days. 3 days of investigation so far. Today is the 4th, technically. So kind of weird, right, guys? Right? I mean, it shouldn't take that long.
I
No.
guess I'm wondering how expressing concern would somehow get ahead of a Secret Service investigation.
I think this is being investigated. It's under the purview.
I think it's
of
being
the Secret
investigated.
Service. We're gonna let them get to the bottom of this and see what happened. I'm just not gonna get ahead of it. Just not. So I'll just leave that from here. Okay.
Will any White House staffers be undergoing drug testing as part of this investigation?
So as you know, again, this is under the purview.
Will any of the staffers be getting drug
But a
tested?
couple
They
of
should
things I
be.
would add is that White House is subject.
You can come down the
to
stairs.
guidelines that include drug testing.
I do not understand why when I'm doing a video, you act like you can't come down the
That is
stairs.
appropriate and warranted pending
You
the
can't-
outcome of
they
the
can't
Secret
see
Service.
you.
Just not gonna get into hypotheticals from here.
Little Miss Drunk Duet Cat
this
Lady.
Is something that when it comes to drug testing, certainly we take that very seriously, and so there are indeed rigorous.
Yeah, I wanted to post the video, but she didn't want me to. It was funny.
Okay, how determined is the president to get to the bottom of who brought illegal drugs into the White House?
Secret Service is getting to the bottom of it, and that's what matters, and it's under their purview.
They ain't getting to the bottom of anything unless it's hiding the fucking
The president
thing.
thinks it's very important to get to the bottom of this. That's why the Secret Service, which is under their purview, is looking into this, and they're going to look into what happened this weekend. So
No, they're not. They already know what happened over the weekend. They already know what happened over the weekend. Like, oh my god, so fucking ridiculous. The lies. But not too surprising, honestly. Like, that's all I expect out of the White House, especially the White House Press Secretary, Jean-Pierre. So, that's it for the video, guys. I literally found that so funny when I was watching it on my lunch yesterday. So I'm like, I gotta do video on it when I get up in the morning. So, like, share, subscribe, spread the word how they're gonna bury the shit out of this as best as possible or find a scapegoat. That's what they're gonna do. It's either they're gonna find a scapegoat or they're gonna bury it. That's what's gonna be. They're literally gonna go, oh, we couldn't find anything. There's like no video or no this or no that. It's like, right. But, so, like, share, subscribe, spread the word. Stay free, America. Love you guys.